Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. Our next guest says using 4 steps will help you on the road to a better life. Okay, we'll see. We welcome the author of Me, We, Do, Be, the 4 Cornerstones of Success. Dr. Randall Bell is here.
Trey,
hey,
great
Dr.
to be
Bell,
here.
It's great to have you.
Thank you.
Guys, I want to be successful.
So do I.
but how do you define success?
That's the thing, Trey, is I let the reader of the book define success, what it looks like to them. Obviously, some people think of it as about making money. That's obvious. But some people think of it as connecting with the divine, you know, beating cancer, learning a musical instrument. It means different things to different people, and I respect that.
So can it be all those things?
A
little bit of everything, right? I mean, all those things sound good to me. So you talk about how some people dive, survive, or thrive.
Right.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm a socioeconomist, and I work on disasters. I worked on the World Trade Center, Hurricane Katrina, the BP oil spill. I worked on OJ, John Benet Ramsey. I've worked on all these hundreds of cases for years, and I've noticed that in the aftermath of a crisis, you really have 3 choices. You can dive and never recover, or you can work your way back to the baseline and survive. That's admirable.
Okay.
But there's a special segment of society that actually bounces back bigger and better than they were before, and they thrive. And so the whole book is about identifying those thriving behaviors.
Okay. You know who I thought about just when you said that?
Who?
It just came to me. Vanessa Williams. She
Yeah.
had that whole scandal when she was, you know, crowned Miss America and easily could have just dove into like obscurity.
Right.
But she transformed her whole career and everything, and nobody even thinks about that anymore. She's like this huge icon, acting, singing, all that stuff.
And there's a name I have for it in the book, post-traumatic thriving.
Oh,
Do you love that?
Oh, look at you. Okay, I like that.
Post-traumatic thriving.
Well, because things happen.
Yeah.
Right?
They hit everybody, and if you solve every problem that you have today, you know, guess what? You're going to have another set tomorrow. So the reality is we got to get used to that fact, and we got to deal with these and manage these situations, you know, intelligently.
Sure.
And Me, We, Do, Be is basic 4 cornerstones of how to go about that in a balanced way and take on these challenges and beat them.
Okay, so let's break it down.
Yeah.
Let's talk about me first.
Let's talk about me first.
I could do that all day, Doc. I could do that all day.
Me is our mindset. It's our attitude. It's everything we believe philosophically, we feel spiritually, and what we think intellectually. That's our me. It's our chief cornerstone, because our attitude takes us in the direction we're going to go.
Okay.
And so there's certain habits we can do, like reading is very, very powerful, meditation, prayer, nature walks. These all build the me cornerstone.
Okay, so we start with the me.
Right.
And your core values are at the heart of that.
Bingo.
Okay, and now let's go on. Is it we that's next?
We is next.
Okay.
We is our connection with other people. After we define our me, we define our we. Who are we going to connect with? And frankly, who are we going to stay away from? There are toxic people out there. I talk about that as well.
Okay.
But more importantly, how do we connect? And it can be simple little habits like just smiling, waving at your neighbors, you know, not getting into road rage, saving your energy for something positive, you know, that kind of thing. There's this, the book is riddled with these little habits of things to do to build these relationships.
Okay, so now it's not just about me, then it's about we. That seems self-explanatory.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the do part.
Sure. Well, you transition from me to we and to do. That's where we're productive. And that's where we're talking about taking care of our health, taking care of our money, and taking care of our space. Like you have a beautiful space here. And that's part of the do cornerstone. It's just rolling up our sleeves and making sure that we do those things, saving our money, managing our money. If you want to make money, I show you exactly mathematically, scientifically how to do it in the book. But it's only 1 out of 14 chapters. It's about balance in all the areas, not just one.
I can get over here in that chapter, see how I can make. No, okay, so I get it. So I'm going back. I'm trying to go through the whole thing.
Yeah.
So once you know your core values, that's the me. Then you learn how to connect with people who maybe have the like-minded sort of values that you have, and those other people you weed out.
Right.
And then you start to do these things in line with the core values, along with maybe other people. That's the we. Bring it all together.
That's beautiful. You got it.
Okay, now let's talk about the be.
Be is what makes us uniquely human. Because think about it, the animal kingdom is doing the exact same thing that they've been doing for decades or hundreds of years as they're doing today. There's not really a lot of progress there. Human beings, on the other hand, we've made some progress with technology, landing on the moon, you know, on and on and on.
Sure.
Humans are distinct from the rest of the animal kingdom because we're always thinking of new, innovative things to do. And that's the B cornerstone, setting written goals. Do you know that only 5% of people have written down a goal? The rest are just existing. Just simply writing down your goal, it amplifies the chances of achievement far beyond just daydreaming about it. Having good, solid time management. You know, time is money, and life is time. If you waste your time, you're wasting your life. So you got to manage your time, and you got to create a legacy. You know, what is it you want to accomplish? That's the B cornerstone. Okay. That's what you're going to leave behind.
That's the core. That legacy piece. That's one of the hardest parts. Because everyday life, you can get caught up in just doing. You can do the me, the we, and the do.
Right.
But thinking about the long term, or like, you know, how do I want to be thought of? People don't like to talk about stuff like that, like, you know, when I'm gone and I'm not here anymore.
Well, and you can very well much be alive and you know, build a legacy. We don't have to croak to leave a legacy.
I'm glad you let us know that, because that's what I think of, and I'm glad you brought that, you know, to the forefront.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with this formula, just real quick? I know you're, you know, big socioeconomic.
Yeah, I'm a sociologist and an economist, and I was stuck in the Marianas Islands for 3 days unexpectedly, and I had this process in my head. I've used this formula, believe it or not. I've generated billions of dollars for my clients with this formula, and that's all documented. But I wanted to convey it to people in an intelligent, break it down kind of way. Yeah. And so I'm sitting on the sand for 3 days, thinking about it, meditating, and boom, it just came to me. What can I say? It came to me, me, we, do, be. I can teach it to a 5-year-old, and they get it. I've taught it to homeless kids. I just taught it at a wealth management conference in Beverly Hills, and you know what? I was just invited to teach it to homeless kids on Skid Row. It works across the spectrum because it's real stuff. It took me 25 years to write this book. Wow,
well, I'm glad that you did. I get it. I don't have to be 5. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, so the book again is Me, We, Do, Be, the 4 Cornerstones of Success. And of course, we'll have more information about it on our website for you at KATU.